Hi there, this clip is for you if you're a coach and you're a really good coach and you get frustrated sometimes because even though you have the right guidance for your clients, they just don't do it. Isn't that frustrating? Well, I'm Dr. Lise Janelle, and the reason I'm telling you about my doctor is I'm a doctor of chiropractic, and my specialty for 22 years as a full-time chiropractor was mind-body work that allowed me to find the subconscious beliefs that were preventing my patients from getting better. But I also got really interested in using the same mind-body method to unlock the potential of my clients. And I got so inspired, and I realized that when people were happy, they didn't get sick as often, and if they got sick, they healed a lot faster. So here I am. I've been a full-time coach since 2004, and I love it. And I want to help as many people as I can, transform their lives. And I know that if I touch you as a coach, you're going to go into the world and you're going to help to make that happen. I call myself a growth accelerator because what I do to help my clients is first they gain clarity. That your clients need to have goals that are not made in their head, not in their gut, their emotions, but in their heart. Because I'm sure you've seen this even for you. When you're not inspired, when you don't have something bigger than yourself, we can always talk ourselves out of it. But when we have something coming from the heart, it pulls us ahead, and it makes us, do things that we wouldn't be able to do otherwise. So first, I help my clients do that. But the second part is I help my clients let go of the inner resistance that they have that comes from the subconscious belief that we create along the way. Relatively speaking, the conscious mind that wants something is the size of a football. And the subconscious mind that's there to keep you alive. The subconscious is not, the enemy. It's there to keep us alive. It's the football field. So imagine the difference of power. The conscious mind, the subconscious mind. So when your subconscious mind has associated more pain than pleasure, more danger than safety to something you want to create, it won't let you have it. You're actually going to feel an inner resistance. You're going to know that, I say that, but I don't buy into it. There's this inner force, this thing that's inside that we know we're working against. And I was in Chicago quite a few years ago giving a conference to 350 coaches from North America and some from Europe, and I was telling them about this. And I offered at the end of my talk, if you want to be tested, come, I'll test you to see if you're ready, willing, and able to be successful. So coaches are supposed to be about success. But I had at least 100 coaches lined up to be tested, and out of the 100, only one coach was congruent with wanting to be successful. Why? Because subconsciously, almost everybody associates being successful with being left alone. Either because all of a sudden you're the only successful one in your family, in your circle of friends, or people resent you for being successful, people are jealous of you. All these things we learn, usually with sibling rivalry happens, and we subconsciously hold ourselves back. Why? Because at some level, we are, social beings, and it's not safe for us to be alone. So that's just one example, but 350 coaches, and out of 100 that were there got tested, only one was congruent. So maybe out of the whole group that was there, 3 or 4 people were congruent with being successful. And success is relative. If for you successful is making $200,000 a year, for somebody else that would be a failure. They need to make $1 million a year. For other people it's 10 million. So depending on your clients, if you're working with sales, if you're working with health and wellness, if you're working with business, if you're working with relationships, no matter what kind of coach you are right now, you can really help to expand the success of your clients, because we have ceilings within ourselves. And like someone who makes $1 million a year could look successful to someone who makes 200,000. But if that person is really meant to make $10 million a year, imagine how much money you can help your clients make if you're a salesperson or a business person. So when you work with your clients and they're not doing what needs to be done, there's different reasons. Some of them feel like they don't deserve it. They don't deserve it because if they come from a poor family background or nobody else in their family is having a great life, they feel guilty about having it all. That's a big one. When I work with women, often, very often, if I test them on, I'm really willing and able to have a great career, I might have to fix that. Maybe not. I'm really willing and able to have a great relationship. I might have to fix that. But the one that really gets almost all women is, I'm really willing and able to have a great relationship and a great career. For many women, for example, being able to have both is a big no-no, because for women, often relationships are more important deep down than their career. The number of times I've coached women who were very successful in their career and they come to see me in their 40s and 50s and now they feel like a failure because even though they had a great career, they don't have a relationship. So these are all the things that might be getting your clients to not do the things that you want them to do. So I created a method called the Heart Freedom Method because I have clients all over the world, and when I'm a coach, I can do muscle testing, I can do all kinds of tricks that are cool, but on the Zoom call, on the phone call, I couldn't do that. So necessity is the mother of all invention, so I ended up creating the Heart Freedom Method. And you don't need to spend 10,000 hours doing this, and within a session of half an hour, you can let go of 2 big blocks that are holding your clients back, because if they told you they were gonna call, a list of clients that they were supposed to be doing and they didn't do any of these things they were supposed to do, like in half an hour you can get them totally unblocked, and then they can go and make their phone calls, they can transform their whole business. So the possibilities are endless. It doesn't take a long time. You need to use it all the time. But when you have, especially if you have an accountability system in your coaching practice, and you see that they say they're going to do something, but they're not doing it, using the Heart Freedom Method is an amazing tool. So I'm going to have a webinar. I'm inviting you to come. I'm going to explain some more about these things, but I'm also going to give you an experience of it so you yourself can see if you have your own blocks that without your awareness are getting you to react instead of act. Most people don't know that 90 to 95% of things that we do are actually not conscious. We've been pre-programmed to believing that these are the things we want, when actually often they just come from our beliefs. So if you would like to discover some more about this, I invite you to come to my webinar and we can talk some more.